Hey everyone, what is up? And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, episode 26. Hope everyone's doing very well. Where last left off, we picked our grand company, did all that good stuff. We just met Biggs and Wedge. And now we're going to go ahead and talk to Minfilia and keep going with our primary quest. And I'm going to go ahead and get that chocobo off camera. Haven't gotten it yet, but I'll get it. Minfilia needs to investigate the sylphs.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
We know far too little of the Siths to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... beg pardon, this is a terrible habit of mine to think out loud, but tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? We come in peace. Commander says awaiting the aid of the Scions. Well, if it isn't Private Missinati reporting for duty. That's the zeal I like to see from an enterprising young servant. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalemo. Always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you're questing the name of Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, the curious beast tribes that calls the depths of the 12 Woods home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceful bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seer, who has no desire to see people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that where Sylph's relation to the primal Rama has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there even be a silver chance of them summoning the primal might disturb the balance between Gridanian and Civic tribes, it's a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Rama, or leave the Sifs their own way? That is the question yet, and I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions around with Gridania, but to listen to only one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sifs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. The Sifs of Little Space remain untempered and have held many productive dialogues with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Civic relations and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-culture fuss pass get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Sois, you may come across Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win his favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly parley with the Sifs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing the West Shore pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver, indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalemo. Pretty sure I have that on my list to teleport. Yep, right there. Oh, really? It really wants me to... It really wants me to take the frickin' boat. Alright, fine. Yatane. Aye, the ferry dock to the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. Yeah, I know. I was, like, literally just there. Thank you for that. This way. Speak with Arlene at the Hawthorne Hut. Okay, now I can probably teleport over there, I hope. There we go. Indeed, I am Ameline of the Twin Adler. I understand you are here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they may be as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more, you do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolfi. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Haven't learned anything about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're particular folk. How particular, you ask? Well, let me just tell you. Beg pardon, friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventure days, and it's all a clutter in the noggin now, though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before. You might have more luck with them. Okay. The Sylphs, yes, Father told me his stories plenty of times. What we've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks. Lest your face end up in a mess of glyphs, squirgers, and chocobo scratches. Alright. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach. But don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolfa once told me. The sylphs, intricate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masts, and next they're sending our young centuries failing at the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolfi claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Oh, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. The Sith told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It may just help you the favor of the forest friends. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along a, Dang, what was it again? And my wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. Alright, we're... Oh, damn, I gotta go all the way back up there? Alright, everybody, here we are at the comb. We're going to go ahead and talk to Rosa right now. A peace offering for the Sips. For anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past from their doorstep. Dear no. Their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perhaps familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the limber. Do not catch me dead trying this stuff, but the Sips seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. If you stimulate it somehow with this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised what comes out. Good luck. Okay. Don't you? Okay, that was easy. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milk root, but of course, those slips square and that cloudy stuff as quick as I do fragging the mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the Sips calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god's awful stench. The Sips love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the mortal that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sips are an eccentric bunch, but I shared their company enough to know they are kind at heart. They'll not shun on those whose intentions are true. May your party be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flowered mead with your name on it, if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Before I forgot, don't go off trespassing trespassing just yet. They would have a word with you, a travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Alrighty. Oh. Apparently I wasn't supposed to go out. It's good to see your knowledge of the Sips culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival, Little Solace, seek out a young Sip by the name of Kamuso. He has served an intermediary between our peoples on many occasions, and he's close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of the malodorous root of the sylphs so adore. I have something far greater and important for you to deliver. A missive from the LCCR herself. To summarize, the letter contains in brief, it vouches the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends in the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. It is well seen you return to good tidings. Okay, it's just to the east. Is Kamuso Usio. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might offer a different story, but this one exists no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. Walking ones bring milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks, gives many, many thanks. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there, we are envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Hi, we come to pay our respects to your Elder and to learn from him more of your Lord Rama. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you say, but the sylphs of Little Swiss have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Kiara is an oath of peace permitted by the Elder Cecir herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of walking one. Elder one has no words for Gridania, and walking ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever do we do deserve such a rude welcome, Kiara? Jake insufficiently jiggle? I'm baffled as you, but something tells me the advance have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncompany wary. It would seem we have no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's Ida. Say, Kiara, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all the trouble to learn the Sylphs' traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sith, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventure expressing interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Oh, there goes those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Oh, walking one knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Walking one would be friend to these ones. This one overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way. Ah, Walking One is a friend to these ones, friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest City, knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Kiara, would you like to hear the good news? Or the better news. The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles to all the high spirits of all the little cities. The better news? Why, I have thoroughly recovered from one of those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Yeah, sure. Alright, Papaleo. Kiara, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The Siths who make their home in the Little Sois do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled Siths and seek what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the Siths are not known for share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with the here Imida of the Gridanians who resides here. She is most likely to be privy with the Sith's troubles. Imida. Praise be to the elements. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The Siths of Zolo Solus are socially in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solus wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defensive. Consequently, beasts from realms around are free to wander and to terrorize their hapless residents. The Zizgones and Galgants that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather these brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in the Sith's culture, the Sithlic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easy to come by. When you are done with these deeds, seek out Kumiso. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks for this. brownie bush. Oh, come on, not right near my fucking quest area. Oh, no, those are giant gnats. I need to stay at all of that. Okay, there's those, and then these ones further down to the south, and then that'll be it. Alright, done and done. Dancing one's still here. Dancing one can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Dancing ones bring brownie brushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing one kills beady buzzy ones. The one hates beady buzzy ones. Dancing one is kind, too kind. Many walking ones come to these ones a doe, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One, after all. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. This one has many troubles since Walking Ones last came to our adobe. This one must be careful, always careful. The Dancing One is not like other Walking Ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange Walking Ones with bodies of steel came to the homes of these ones. This one thinks steel ones came from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These one's home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and Walking Ones, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here and Walking Ones in Hut House to find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Oh my god. I'm out of breath. Strange steel walking ones. Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. Alright. A word, if you will. The lands beyond this point just belong to the slips. Unlike the gentle souls of the little souls, these vicious woodland sprites out there will slaughter any outsider that dares cross their border. You're free to travel where you please, but know that none will come to your rescue should you slightly be laid to the jaws of danger. Shush, shush. This one says steel walking ones are scary, like torched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. I gotta go all the way back down here. Fearsome types clad heads toe in steel, you say. Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it ain't nothing good. And clad in strange armor? Why, now you mention, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? This one sees Steel Walking Ones came from Empire, carry boxes and go walking deep through trees. As this one thought, Steel Walking Ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel Walking Ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one will borrow Dancing One's map. This one Mike's mark right here. This is where Steel Ones hide. This is one knows. Dancing Ones will go look for Steel Ones, yes? Alright everybody, I'm going to go ahead and end an episode here. As we are definitely going a little over the time, but that's okay. I don't mind. As long as you all don't mind, I don't mind. God, I'm trying to talk like them. I'm trying to talk like the sprites. Well, this Dancing One must go. Dancing One must go. Dancing One hopes you comment, like, and subscribe and all that good one. Dancing One says see you in an episode. Dancing One stay says and stay swag. Dancing One will see you later.